carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. That's to McCaffrey, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here's McCaffrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Prescott.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this?
That gets hit, and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Dolphins nothing.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw complete right side to Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry from Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First, 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Smith on the tackle.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Prescott. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Prescott looks to throw on first. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mack. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of
5th
6.
catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Prescott. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. McCaffrey. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 41. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Wide, get wide.
They go right back to Mack. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's another Dolphins.
Looking to run with Mack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and
back
goal.
now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it with Mack. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 19, Dolphins 14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a run with McCaffrey. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 26. Dolphins.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll go again here with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 6.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.